Welcome to coffee time. It's a Sunday coffee time. We are going to be doing. Actually, what are we going to be doing today? I got a new coffee. I think it's a new coffee. I'm not sure if I've tried this one before. I need to start making a note of which ones I've tried and which ones I haven't. But it's from Monmouth Coffee Company. And it's the Fazenda IP. I'm not sure what the IP stands for, but Fazenda is, I believe, farm in Portuguese? I'm going to say Portuguese. It comes from Brazil. Carmo de Minas. And there's some other words there which look like someone's name, and I don't really know what they mean. It's a dark roast, and of course we get it in bean form. Para, hello, welcome on in on this glorious Sunday. Is it glorious? I don't know. I decided to say it. Right, I'm going to head off and grab some breakfast. Breakfast? Lovely, 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 lovely. Take care of yourself, Ollie. Thank you for the raid. Much appreciated. Have a good rest of your weekend. Oh, they smell good. Oh, they smell good. Look at that. That's a proper dark roast, right? That's what I would call a dark roast. That's what others would call light roast if you're talking to Starbucks or whatever. Hell, they probably don't even have a name for it. It's that light to them because they like it so dark. Everyone knows my feelings on Starbucks and the like. That Italian roast. Right, let's switch to the other cameras. How you doing today, Para? There we go. We got a top-down view, we got a front-on view, and my sign is wonky. Oops. There. That's better. You're good. Your laptop finally let you on. Geek is in the house. Right, we're gonna do. What should we do first? I've got the espresso machine heating up. But we could do an AeroPress, or we could do an espresso first, then the AeroPress. I have done one AeroPress of this already, so but I wasn't really paying attention to it that much. I was just trying it. Not in the way I pay attention to it on these streams, is what I mean. Playing some cities, so you're chilling. Oh, that's a perfect like Sunday sort of activity. Ruining people's lives in the city that you're building. That's what God did on Sunday, right? According to some texts, he rested and played video games. Oh, God. Right, let's do an espresso first, because I haven't dialed this in yet, so I don't know what it's going to be like. We're going to get 20 grams. No, 20, bang on, there we go. Get some 20 grams. In the little thing. Stick that there. And we're going to go, because it is a dark roast, you know what, I might go for a 3 on my grinder, usually 4, but we'll go for the average of 3, and then we can always make it coarser or finer by a couple of notches. This is going to be loud. Your citizens are very happy. Well, did they complain about noise or your healthcare? Because that's all mine do. Although I did build a hospital and they were sort of okay with it. Now there's too much crime apparently. But I spent too long. We spent too long doing science on how big houses could be before they built, like how small we could cram things in. Invisible smog. Oh my god, I hate it when they say there's so smog in the city when there's no smog. There's so much smog. Yeah, you're far away from the factories, mate. Sunny, hello, good morning. How are you doing? How are you feeling after the wedding on Friday? Have you recovered? Because I know weddings really do take it out of you. I love a wedding, but my God, they're exhausting. Just for everyone involved. Why would you even bother? Weddings cost too much money. Just have a party instead. Just have a much more relaxed party. That's what people should do. Amaris, hello. Hello, fellow Cosmic Hearts team member. Hello, can we get a shout out, please? There we go, there it is. How are you doing on this fine Sunday? It's fine, it's all right. Hey there, just a quick reminder. This is a recording of a stream I did on Twitch. If you like this and want more live content, come join the chat and the great community over on Twitch. I stream every week, Monday, Friday and Sundays. Or follow me on my socials for any changes or extra streams. Okay, thanks, and here's the video. I'm just making some coffee. We're going to be doing an espresso, so we knock it off, obviously, and we throw it about because we beat it up. We show it who's boss. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I've got my 20-gram basket here. I like to put my little paper filters in the bottom. You don't ever have to do that. That's just me being me. I've got my nice ground coffee, the new coffee, dark roast, Fazenda IP from Monmouth. I'll say it again. Don't know if you can see that in the top camera because the light isn't very good. Come on. Ooh. Yeah, there we go. Oh, it smells really nice. Need to get to sleep soon, but you're wide awake. I would offer you a coffee, but that's probably the worst thing to happen to do right now. I really hope you can get to sleep then. What time is it for you? What time is it for me? 26 minutes past 12. We've just gone into the afternoon. Right, we're gonna get that in there. It's a little bit sticky, but not too bad. What I find with this grinder is we get quite a lot of static sometimes, and all of the grinds tend to stick to the side. But we get our little distribution tool here, one I made out of a cork and some needles, and we just distribute it out, breaking up all those big clumps. Big clumps mean that water won't pass through it properly compared to the fines. And then we create channels, and channels are bad. Like a river running through a mountain, channels tend to find the easiest path, which means they're over extracting all the coffee next to the water and not going to the other coffee. I don't often get to catch your streams, but I know you. Oh, that's nice. It's nice little connections going on. I've been enlightened after being accepted into Cosmic Hearts of all the amazing people in that team. I hadn't heard of like half of them, and they're all amazing. Checked out all their streams going on. Amazing talents. Go follow all the Cosmic Hearts. Can we get a exclamation mark CH in chat, please, for the team link? Right, so I've got a little fine mesh thing that sticks on top. I did tamp it, obviously. You gotta compress it so it's all consistent density. And then I've got this little mesh, and mainly all that does is keep the head of the espresso machine clean, but it also helps distribute water a bit more evenly. So if it goes even at the top and the paper at the bottom, and the bottom of the filter basket even at the bottom, it should, in theory, filter through the coffee very evenly. That's the theory. It doesn't happen every time. This is all fluid dynamics and stuff and whatnot. And if the grinds aren't fine enough or are too coarse or not coarse enough, you get channels, you get too much pressure, you get not enough pressure. It's all it's chemistry basically. Think of chemistry and physics, and you've got to know it to get through this. Right, this is my machine. Ooh. What I did there was just cool it down because it gets a bit too hot if you leave it on for a little bit too long. This is my espresso machine. Let's see if we can get a good angle on it. It's an Izzo VV for about 15 years ago. It's got some great stuff in it. It's got a heat exchanger, boiler thing, hence why I have to cool it down, because it's exchanging heat constantly, and I need to get rid of that hot water, get like fresh water around it, so it's more around the 96 degrees-ish, I think it is. We've got a hot water tap, and we've got our milk steamer right there. Right, let's get this on the go. It's got standard parts as well, so it's fairly easy to upgrade and repair. And it has a vibration pump, which is what you're hearing in there. And what you'll see is, hopefully, some lovely coffee coming out. That's a little bit too restrictive, but not too bad. It could be, I could have probably ground a little bit coarser, just like one step. That's a little bit too slow. What you tend to want to do is have it running for about 30 seconds, let's say. 25 to 35 seconds, so 30 odd seconds. This is obviously going to go over that just a bit, but it's okay to go over just a teeny bit. It is okay to go a little bit over. If you go too far over, you'll over extract. That is about right there though. And if you don't go, if it's too quick, then it'll under extract and it'll taste sour. If you over extract, it tastes bitter. That's basically it. And if you get it just right, it'll taste good. You know, it's surprisingly a large amount of Cosmic Heart streamers. Yes, good. There's some good folks over there. Like, it's been almost a week and I feel already like fully included in the Discord. We're having some good chats, we're sharing some good tips. You know, everyone's really supportive and just generally very kind over there, and I'm loving it, and I'm surprised they allowed me in, because I applied on a whim and it just and the Google form kept crashing as well, so I think half my like paragraphs kept getting cut off. But yes. Very happy to be there. Looking forward to getting into some of the charity streams, because Cosmic Hearts is a charity-focused stream team where we all get together, and the more people working for a good cause means hopefully more money raised rather than individuals doing it themselves, and just the support on how to fundraise is helpful. It's gonna be good, but that's not gonna be happening until the new year. Give the end of the year, the expensive, stressful time. Give everyone a nice little break before we kick into all that. You know, one CH streamer you get linked to the others so easily, so it ends. Yes, of course, Mr. Cool Runnings. Can I get a shout out for Joe? He's obviously a Cosmic Heart, and that's kind of where I got involved with the team. Where I saw the team and all the fundraisers he was doing. That's how I got wind of it all. I had already been following some of the other members. We got Hannah in there, Lamadia, and Ellie, and I'm trying to think who else I was following beforehand. But I was following, quite a few of them. And yeah, it went from there. I believe that what was I going to say? I was in the middle of a sentence there and I lost my train of thought. I'm just going to move on. I'm just going to get some hot water here. For a second, I'll do that. So this is my espresso. It's actually a double, technically. I'm going to give it a good sip. Let's go back into chat mode, shall we? Good sip, black, double espresso. Let's give it a taste, this new bean. You know what? It was restricted. It was quite slow, but hell, that's come out very well. It's not even... It's got a bit of bitterness. Just like a teeny bit, but it's actually not bad. It's kind of what I'd expect from espresso. But I'm going to be making just a little Americano today. So, Americano is pretty much equal parts, all three. Coffee, water, milk. You could do hot milk if you wanted. I do cool milk because it means I can drink it quicker. needs a little bit more milk, I think. Just a teeny bit. Dom, of course, I'm following Dom. That was the other thing. Dominka. I think we've raided quite a few of those people already. But I'm finding out, you know, I learn about all the other amazing people part of the team. That is a nice coffee. Hold on a minute. I'm gonna look up what flavors that's meant to be, because my brain can't process what's going on there. My tongue's telling my brain stuff and it just doesn't know. Monmouth coffee. Let's have a look. Which one was it? It was the Fazenda IPA. It's Coca Brazil nuts, low acidity. It's definitely got the low acidity. Really don't detect any acidity in there. Full body. It's definitely got a full body and it's a dark roast. Okay, so. It's meant to be slightly nutty. I think that might be what I'm picking up, but I'm just not getting enough of it. Well, that is interesting. Right, what I'm going to be doing here, this is in my Ember cup, which keeps my coffee at a lovely temperature. Highly recommend getting an Ember cup. So we're going to leave that there, keeping nice, perfect temperature. Not for too long, I will drink it. But let's make a AeroPress. Let's move on to the AeroPress. Because if I'm going to build some Lego, I'm going to need at least 2 coffees. Right, let's go back to the coffee view. There we are. There we go. Let's get some light over there. So with the AeroPress, here it is. Here's the AeroPress. For those who are new here, you get basically a tube, and you get a little cap thing, and you get paper filters, or you can get metal filters for it as well, but it comes with paper filters. One of those, you just slot that in there, and then you put your coffee in there, you put your water in there, you got a little plunger thing, which is watertight, and then you push all the way through, which forces all the water in through the coffee, through the filter, and that's it. You leave it for about 3-4 minutes before you do that plunge, and it's a good immersion brewing, good old immersion brewing. It's my highly recommended. If you're going to get into coffee, that's probably the first thing you should do. People tend to go for a French press, which I have up there, but French presses are hard to clean. You know, it's hard to get a good consistency on French presses. Once you understand like ratios and stuff, you can kind of get it fairly consistent. The problem with French presses as well, people plunger those way too quickly. You need to leave French presses for 5-6 minutes, if not more. But it's basically the same sort of process of you get the water and the coffee mixed together and leave it for a certain amount of time before, you know, pushing the water out, basically. We're going to go for 14 grams on this AeroPress. 2 coffees minimum, as per the instructions. Yep, they're on my label. To kickstart a poll, insert coffee ×2 every morning. Right. Oh, I need to change the grind. Let's go up to a 16. Again, this is going to be loud. I'll boil the kettle at the same time. Get all the noisy things out of the way. How are we doing, Trickster? How's your Sunday going? Sally, you did reply. I didn't. I'm just scrolling up to it. You're very sleepy because you shared your hotel room with your parents, and your mum snored all night. Good stuff. Did you do a lot of dancing at the wedding? Did you do a lot of, you know, was it, I mean, how was it with the family? Because that's, that's sometimes the worst part. How was the wedding in terms of, like, you know, having to interact with family, especially family you don't see that often, and are maybe a little bit judgmental? I mean, I know the Americans had Thanksgiving and might have a similar sort of experience in the recent days where they had to interact with family members they don't normally interact with. And you have to be a little bit amicable and just deal with it, you know. How was that? Hopefully it wasn't too traumatic. I need a cup. There we are. We'll get our good old Paul STL mug there. The lighting today is terrible. Let's get some more light in here. Oh, that's terrible as well. How about if I do that? I'll do. Sorry about that. It's winter months. I can't rely on natural light. Not here in sunny Wales. Right, there is my AeroPress grind. You'll notice it is slightly coarser. Oh, it's got, yeah, I can definitely smell the cocoa that they say should come from it. Don't. Oh, Paul, why did you do that? I've got coffee in my eyes now. A couple of the little bits, the lighter bits just flew up into my eye then. And I'll just inject the coffee directly into my eyes. That's how I wake up. There we go, 14 grams of coffee. There's very, like, different ways to do an AeroPress. Traditionally, you're only supposed to fill up to these numbers, and it should, in theory, air quotes, come out with an espresso-like amount and equivalent is what the creator said. That's not true. It'll never be on par with espresso. So that would be like one espresso, that's a double shot, you know, things like that. As far as I'm aware, no one actually does it that way. Everyone just basically uses it as an immersion brew, sort of, to the top there. Fill up to the top. That's about 200, maybe 220 mils of water. I put the plunger in because what that does is create an airtight seal, and then the water won't slowly filter out. It will keep mixing, and then we'll leave it on there for 3 minutes. Let's give it 3 minutes. I don't unfortunately have a 3-minute timer, so I'll set a 2-minute timer and then a 1-minute timer. All good, just about to start your shift. Your shift? What? What? There was no dancing, just a reception. You luckily got to avoid most of your family. Mostly just got congratulated and told they look nice. Fair enough. Okay, probably couldn't have asked for better. I was unofficially promoted to bridesmaid, so I got to help make my now official sister-in-law look pretty. Yay! You were in charge of giving them the rings. Oh! Nice. Well done. Well, I'm glad it all went okay. I assume it all went okay. I assume the ceremony and everything went without a hitch, and everything is oh, my plunger's tilting. Watch it. Watch your plunger. It might tilt because obviously as it cools, it contracts. The water will contract a little bit, and so will the air inside there, and it will pull in. You got a lot of optimizations you need to get through. Oh, are you working like actually work from home, I assume, but you're doing extra overtime. God, I hope that goes okay. Is this a famous software crunch, Trickster? You know we don't like crunches. Then we hopefully get the team working on finding and refining crude oil. Oh, I've just realized what you're talking about. I've literally just you had me going there. I thought you were working. Thank you for adding that 1-minute timer. I genuinely thought you were working then. Get out. Trixer's talking about satisfactory. We have we peer pressure Trickster into buying Satisfactory, and it looks like it's consumed his actual life. Fair enough. That is fair. What stage are you at? What milestone are you at? I genuinely thought you were like, oh, I have to work overtime. I thought he was going into work. No, it turns out Trickster's the boss. He's the one making people do overtime on the weekend. Although, to be fair, you're the only one working at that factory. It's all automated, right? Right, that's our timer up. What we do is we take off the plunger. And we have like a little bit of a crust there, you see. And then we just give it a little bit of a agitation. We don't want to break the crust up too much. And what that'll do is make some of the grinds fall to the bottom over the next minute. We give it a good 20 seconds to settle for a little bit, and then I'll plunger. You really had me going then. You really had me going. You really had me going. This mic keeps moving. There we are. Right, and what we do is we just press on down. And you do it nice and slow. What you have is firm. What I always say is like it's like putting your weight on it, but not like forcing through it. You just kind of like trying to just gently push it down. Don't. If you start meeting too much resistance, then back off. And that hiss at the end is just the air coming out. There we go. And we just put that to the side, and that's our AeroPress. 3.5 minutes, and you got yourself a coffee. There we go. And the best thing about the AeroPress, I'll go over this before I get into the coffee, is so all the coffee now is contained within this, between the plunger and the end. So it's kind of like in a compressed cake. Not quite as compressed as an espresso, but what you can do is you can just twist that off, and then over your compost bin, or just the bin itself, because these filters are paper, they can decompose. You just literally push it. You push it all the way through, and because it's so tight, it takes all the coffee with it, and that's it. Give it a good quick rinse, and you're done. And if you really want to be eco-friendly, you can take the paper filter off first, give it a rinse, and reuse it 2 or 3 times, and still do that push to get all the grinds out. And that is an AeroPress done. You won't really need to have to actually like physically clean it, maybe after doing all your coffee, or I actually just do it kind of, I rinse it, but I put it in the dishwasher maybe every 3rd day, because it's pretty good after the rinse. It's, it's not that bad. That's me. I'm disgusting apparently. But as you know, it's travel size. You can take it everywhere. I've taken that on holiday. I take it to my parents at Christmas. I got my brother one for Christmas. Highly recommend the AeroPress. They've now got an XL one, which does, I think, twice as much. It's on my throne, but I will be, I don't know, maybe that might be coming at Christmas, who knows. What else is there? There's a clear one, there's a glass one coming, but highly recommend because it's just so easy to use. Like you get 300 filters, and I only just got through my first 300 odd filters. Actually, have they reduced that to 100 filters now? But 300 filters lasted me 1.5 years. Because I was reusing, I was rinsing them. So yeah, very much recommend. Very much recommend. That is my recommendation for a coffee thing. If you're gonna go beyond that, hell, you can start talking about your French presses, your pour overs, or whatever, your V60s and whatnot. But AeroPress, definitely the one to start off with. Anyway, I've got a black coffee here. Let's give it a go. It's not bad. It's not bad. I'm getting a little bit of that nuttiness now. A bit more than in the espresso over here. Are you on? Yes, you are. Yeah. Obviously, espressos are stronger, but this definitely is getting some more of that that nuttiness, not necessarily the chocolatiness. I'm going to put some milk in there. Did someone say affiliate link? Oh shit, yeah, I've got an affiliate link on my throne. I forgot about that. If you want to buy an AeroPress, go to my throne. There's an affiliate link on there. In fact, it might be below my face in my about section. I'm not quite sure. I should really look into that again. I need to update all my affiliate links because I put on things there that I've actually tested that I recommend. And there's like all my computer setup I tried to put on there. In terms of like the, I think I put the stands, all my stands for my cameras and stuff on there. So I should update it with things I recommend. Because I would never ever, that guarantee from Paul STL here, he will never promote something he does not recommend himself. If he doesn't recommend it, you know, if it's like I'm doing it on stream, like a game, I will review it honestly and you'll have my, you know, they're not paying me for positive reviews because no one wants to pay me. Why would you want to pay me? Who cares about my opinion? Right. Your tier 6 and tier 5 to 6 ready to be researched. Need oil to get further. You're actually setting up the blueprints. That's nice because obviously I went through that where I think probably near update 3. We're now on update 8. So I didn't have like blueprints. I didn't have half of the stuff. The trains didn't collide back then. Various things like that. So yeah, I should probably. I should start Satisfactory like from scratch and see what the difference is. But I love my factory and it is very efficient now. I should go back to it. I haven't been to it in like almost a year. Maybe we can do that over Christmas. We just have a Satisfactory stream. Maybe if we, that could be an idea. If we finish the Lego build before moving on to another one, we have some chill games again on Sunday. That could be an idea, couldn't it? Anyway, I've got my coffees. Oh yeah, the milk is definitely, oh God, let me do that again. The difference adding milk, really, you know, because it's the fat in the milk, which interacts with some of the flavors, the bitterness and whatnot, really like cuts down and brings out some of those other flavors. Same with sugar, and hell, even salt would help cut down some of the harsh flavors that are typically regarded as bad coffee flavors. You know, why people don't like coffee: bitterness, the strength of the flavor. The reason Starbucks is so popular is because they add a lot of milk and a lot of sugar, and you don't taste their absolutely horrible roast. Because Starbucks roast is terrible. It's too dark. It's too dark. Definitely a good idea for those Sunday chill streams. We'll set in the calendar, especially over Christmas. Right, that's the end of coffee time. Join me next week. Wait, hold on. What's happening next week? I think I'll be on here next Sunday. Something's happening Saturday, and I don't know if I think I'll be around on Sunday. Stay tuned. Follow me on my socials and whatnot for more updates on that when I figure it out this afternoon. But that's the end of coffee time.